Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments. So I don't know if we're getting memed or trolled, because I've been railing on Wizards of the Coast the last kind of few days and everything, but so the rumors apparently are true. This is regarding the next Magic set, this Doctor Who, Universes Beyond, whatever, yada yada yada, boom bang, wada wada wing bang, yeah. So I thought at first it was just a couple people trying to be dramatic to raise the prices of these Doctor Who collector boxes and commander sets. And I thought there was just kind of some false rumors and fake news circulating because I saw stores posting, we normally get 120 collector boxes and our distributor cut us down to 12. We got 10% of what we requested. And then another store goes, well, we usually only get 60 collector boxes and we got 10. I was like, we haven't had a Magic set that was short printed in a really long time. And I know what you're thinking. Rudy, you've been railing. Who cares? It's all going to zero anyways. I mean, you get better dividend. You get a better return just buying, waffle fries and tacos. Or haircuts. So, numbers are coming out from distribution. Obviously, keep in mind Doctor Who collector boxes. There's even a distributor that charges as high as $190 for collector box. Technically, if you have the 2% credit card fee, I guess it goes up to like $194. It's ridiculous. And, TCG player is only like $225 for a collector box plus tax. So I started getting allocations and some information from different sources here. And it turns out, you notice how skeptical I am? It turns out that, do we actually have a Magic set? Did Wizards actually pivot in the last few months and reduce the print run? Or are they about to bamboozle us? Like, I can't. The negativity is so high, and nobody believes anything Wizards of the Coast says. They've lost all credibility. I mean, it's like asking Mark Rosewater if they're ever going to reprint collector's edition cards. I could just take literally a pile of taco sauce, chuck it against the wall, turn the fan on, and just spread it around. And I get the same answers as Mark Rosewater, right? So, are they actually reducing print runs after everything keeps collapsing? Or are they going to be like, oh, surprise! We found 100 lost legend pallets on the Amazon dump. Bezos left it on the back of his yacht, but then his little yacht that keeps an eye on the big yacht with the helicopter and the we forgot the 100 pallets were there. We forgot they were there. So I just wanted to make a video. This is my skeptical face. I'm not on board with the hype that's starting to swirl and circulate. I remain skeptical of what's happening here. Yes, instead of getting like 6,000 collector boxes, even I got allocated from like 6,000 from all distribution. Like the total number I got allocated from was 6,000 down to less than 2,000. I think I'm around 1,400. Like that's the lowest supply of collector boxes I've been allocated. I guess since maybe Modern Horizons collector boxes or Commander Legends 1 collector boxes or maybe a Korea it's been a long time since I've seen this. It's been years. So I don't know how I feel about this. So this is where the comment section will be fascinating because I have stores and it is confirmed Doctor Who appears to be short printed. But I don't know if this is just Wizards are they're trying to prevent the next collapse, or did they actually print a lot and they realize, crap, we can't release all this, it's going to fall apart. I don't know which way it is. But as of right now, essentially, by the way, the commander decks are the same way. We're not even talking about the cards, the EV of the product. We're not even getting into that in this video. I just want to discuss with you all that I am so blown away right now that we have a Magic set coming in the next few weeks. And did they actually adjust print runs finally after 2-3 years of problems? No, they can't be that smart. They're not there's no way. And then the other little voice in my head says, Rudy, we've been talking about it for a long time. Things are going to keep coming out. They're going to collapse over and over. And then eventually, out of nowhere, Wizards is going to release a set, short print it, and shock the market. Because that's exactly what you said you would do, and you would catch everyone off guard and not say anything. Is this going to be that particular set? I'm not sure. I'm not on board with full hype mode going crazy, but I would just be really careful on this product, okay? Because if it turns out in the next few days a bunch of supply hits or release date hits and it crashes, don't overpay. And we'll go into that now. Essentially what that means is for collector boxes, $225 plus tax on TCG Player, so $240 shipped. I would stay below the $250. Even if you're paying the retail even if the prices start to move up, I wouldn't go above the $250 until we get confirmation they're not going to have wave 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all the way to 69 and just crush it. Now, if some of these other stores and the rumors of distribution are true, and we actually have the pivot, and we have a reduction in supply, it will be the biggest game changer of 2023 for Magic the Gathering Hasbro. I am not on board and convinced that these dumbasses have made that intelligent decision. Because again, there's the smart decision, intelligent decision, and then you've got the moron that just keeps taking the square peg and pounding into the round hole until the hole just breaks open and shatters and the peg goes in, and they go, look, I'm smart! The peg went in! No, you just nuked the system and everything broke. I'm not on board that they have made a smart enough decision to try to stabilize things. But I have to acknowledge with you all that what is happening is definitely getting my attention. I'm not quite on board with hype man Rudy. I'm not quite anti-hype. I want confirmation. We'll make another video in the next few days as we approach this. But as of right now, collector boxes, if we get a price uptick in a swing, I stay below the 250s. You know, like I said, stores pay 180s all the way up to the 190s. So if you're buying around that 200, 220 range, including shipping and taxes and fees to your door, you're doing fine. So even if the price drops 10% or gains 10%, you're only talking $10, $20 swings. It doesn't mean much. The Commander deck sets. This one's even more interesting. Again, super short printed. Instead of me getting like 5,000 Commander sets from all across the United States, even I got allocated down to like 1,800 from 6,000. Like that, again, these are like, whoa, I'm still processing it. So essentially what that means is I can't offer people, like usually I allow patrons, if you want to buy one Commander set, that's fine. If you want to buy 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, sometimes they go to 24, 32. I allow some of the whale patrons to get, super cheap pricing if they just want to buy a bunch to flip or break down for singles or whatever. But in situations like this, we have to remove those large options because obviously the supply, we can't support it. So that's where it is. Same thing, Commander deck sets. Same thing, around that $200 price point is pretty safe. Plus or minus even $10. Even TCG Player and Commander decks are what, $220 plus tax? That's $240 shipped. I think I wouldn't go above $240 shipped. Like at the price it's at now, but the thing that's concerning me is the quantity for sale is really, really low. The amount of stores and the amount of actual boxes and units listed is severely below even March of the Machine, the Stepmom, even the Garbage Aftermath collapse, the Epilogue collapse, even the Lord of the Rings. Like, there's just not a lot listed. And that's making me very, like, okay, there's definitely showing some truth to it. So in case we get an uptick, folks, don't FOMO and freak out. Kind of if you miss out and the price jumps on you, I would sit back and wait for things to see what we get. But I think, again, Commander deck set, if you can stay below that 220, 240 range at the most, I think you're pretty safe. Again, if you have a price swing of 10% either way, you're talking $10, $20. It doesn't make a difference on there. But the collector box thing is really weird. I'm wondering if they still printed a lot and they're hiding some because they want a product to come out and not collapse. I'm wondering, that's where it's at. I'm interested to see you all's feedback. I'm going to assume right now the comment section below is going to be about I'm expecting the comment section below to be like, no way, Rudy. Wizards is a dumbass. They're riding it to the ground. Hasbro don't give two flying fucks about anything. They have 1 billion pallets. They will sell it until it heads to zero. If it doesn't hit zero, they'll Amazon dump it to go to -0. Like, I feel like that's going to be most of the comments. And you know what? That could be true. But as of right now, this is the first time I've seen a set come out where it appears to be a supply pivot. And we don't know if it's intentional. I don't know what specifically is causing this or why, or was this being planned all along and they're trying to shock the system to stabilize. I'm not really sure. I still lean towards the skeptical opinion, like you guys in the comments below, where they're just not smart enough and they just don't give a shit. So again, don't overpay for the product. I am getting a lot of messages from you all and even patrons and the public asking about Rudy. I'm excited. I'm a Doctor Who fan. Rudy, I remember this when I was younger. I just want to buy a couple collector boxes. I want to open one for fun. I think the art, I just like it. And that's fun. That's fine. But again, if this is short printed and we got a Time Spiral Remastered situation, or a Commander Legends 1 collector box situation, or a Modern Horizons 2 collector box, if we have a situation where, again, the supply does not increase and it stays this way, the prices are going to go up. And I think it's going to be an interesting shock to the system. And I don't know what that means, considering nobody believes anything Hasbro does can be successful or hold up. So that's where it's at. I just want to make a video. The rumors are true. Supply and store allocation has been severely reduced. The biggest reduction in supply I've seen on a Magic set in years. And I don't know if it's intentional, or I don't know if they're trying to prevent, you know, all of Hasbro's products collapsing. I don't know if they're actually trying to do something. That's where it's at. I'm sure the comments below will be just tacos and Rudy's hair. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. Sounds like fun to me. It'll be fun. I like it. It'll be fun.